Yeah, so that's it. um so the screen, the laptop is coming up, it's still going to show, it's just taking time to load. Like I said, for us to get there, right, you have to first and foremost click on the prototype. So when you click on the prototype, then you select the laptop, the laptop type. So which I selected that other one, and after which I'm done with that, then I selected the color background. I selected the kind of body of the laptop, which is the gray or silver. So at times it takes time to load, and that's because of my network. It's not strong at the moment. If it is strong, it's not supposed to be taking this long. Okay, this one is up. This Figma file is up, I guess. Okay, it's not up yet. So let's just give it time. Let me just pause this video, this recording a bit, because we are actually not recording it.
Yes, I am.
Shut up. So yes, back to it. If you look at it, right, because we are not using the exact screen of this, we are not using the exact frame of this iPhone 14. So what we should have done when we were starting that project was that when we were starting this project, at the point where we're supposed to create a frame, at the point where we're supposed to create frame for the pages or for the screens, either which. So at the point when I clicked on this frame, to I'm supposed to have selected maybe iPhone, MacBook Pro 14, or MacBook Air, or MacBook 16, because when we come to the prototype section, these are the devices available for desktop. These are the devices available for desktop,
Okay.
as you can see. So that's one, the one I used, that other one that I used, this desktop and wireframe, wasn't available. But then that does not mean we can't still use them. We can still use these frames, we can still use them. So what will happen is, when we make prototype, right, we won't when we make prototype, when we click on prototype like so, let me click on move select to first, and then come to prototype. So I won't have to select any of these devices. What I can just do is I'll just do a custom size, then I'll put in that size, which is the size is actually 1440. Yeah, so I'll come down here back to prototype. I'll click out, because if I click on anything now, it's not going to show me that device again. So I'll click out, I won't select anything, then I'm going to change this custom size to width of 1440. And if I come down to my frame, it would have reloaded. You can see it has reloaded, and it is that size of 1440 by 982 1440 by 982. Now if I want to expand it, I can do that like this, and that expands. And if I want to even make it look more full width, I'll just say fill screen, and that looks like this. It fills the entire screen. um Actual size 100%, exactly. Now actual size 100%, no, fill screen is what I want to use. Okay, fill screen doesn't still suffice, so actual screen 100% will do. And there you have it. And that's it. Just that we're having a little bit of challenge at this point here. So what we can do in this case is I'll just come back to the prototype, and then maybe to adjust this a bit more if I want to do that, but I don't want to touch it. Just in case I want to touch it, I can just make it maybe 1540, and then when we do that again, to the fill screen, okay, still smaller. So we just have to give it the right dimension. Usually once I put it in this custom size, or maybe presentation, yes, that is going to fill the entire screen. When we do a fill screen, fit to width, exactly. Now it is in presentation, so I think I'm recording already. Yeah, I am. So when we set it to presentation instead of custom size, and then we'll come down here, and then we'll change this from fit to screen to fit width. So that minds the padding on the right as well, and minds the padding on the left, unlike when we're doing a custom size. And then we set the custom size to the size of the screen, 1440 width by maybe 900, or maybe 1000. And then when we come down here Exactly, this is what I wanted to see in the first place. This is actually working now. But then let's say fit to screen, and there you have it. Now let's say fill to screen. Okay, still the same. Actual 100%. Okay, that is cutting. So that is for custom size though. That is for custom size. That is for custom size. Now we're setting a custom size for our display screen. So there you have it, and that is it. We can see whatever we want to see here, like so. And we can make a video of this and put it in our portfolio, showing people that this is what we've been able to achieve with Figma. You can just do a screen record. That's Windows Alt G, Windows Alt G, I guess, or Windows Alt G. And then I'm just going to do a record right now to demonstrate that I'm recording. So to demonstrate that this is what I can do with
Okay.
Figma. Sorry, are you talking to me? And
No, I
that's
said okay. I said okay.
exactly, that's it. So from top to bottom. So there you have it. So it's looking sleek. My project is looking nice the way I want it to look like. And as soon as I'm done showing this, I can just click on this stop, like so, and that saves the stuff, and I can just upload it as Instagram reels on my Instagram portfolio, or maybe on my Dribble account, or maybe on my Fiverr account, or maybe on my Behance account, so that people can see what I've done. All right, so back to it, right? So I'm going to use, now let's say we are using the laptop. This one is close enough. So let's say we are using this laptop. It's going to display in the laptop like this, but it's not feeling it. It's not feeling it completely. It would have made more sense if we had done that from the start, but too bad we didn't do that. And if that I did my constraint better, if I did my constraint very well, if I should increase it, it's still supposed to balance. But I don't think I did my constraint very well, so I don't want to touch anything that is going to alter the layout display of this website. But this is looking so amazing. All right, now moving forward. So now the best thing we can select is just going to be the presentation slide, and then it's going to display the best way it should. Brilliant, perfectly done. And then the next thing is I just want to fit width, and once I fit width, it looks so nice and gorgeous. And I can switch slide after previewing this one, like so. I can switch slide, like, okay, I click on this, it takes me to the next page, and then I can view that. I can do all these things like so. So yeah, it's looking nice and sleek like I want it to be. And after which I'm done with that, I can also click on the next slide to show another page, which is the what we do page, and that's that about that. Now this is just me doing it manually. This is not, I'm not prototyping anything here. It's just me navigating from one screen to another. I can hit the arrow right on my keyboard, and then it takes me to another page, which is this organic vegetables, and there you have it. And yes, as soon as I'm done with that, I'm just doing a random navigation, moving to the left hand side, to the right hand side. I can even switch back with my back arrow on my keyboard, and then it goes back to the other side, and then like so. And that's that about that. And there you have it, and everything is looking the way they should be looking. So now let's now prototype our screen. This very screen, the first thing I want to do first is, as soon as I click on this order now page, order now button, these two order now button, they should both take me to the shop page. They should both take me to the shop page. So let's go prototype that. So what I'm going to do from here is, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to stay on my prototype. I'm going to click on my prototype to make it active. Then I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in so I can see what I'm trying to prototype. I'm going to zoom in. Like I said, what I want to prototype are just these two order now buttons. So what I can do is I'll select this one, control select, in case I'm not selecting the right thing, because at times I might select the text thinking I'm selecting the instance. So I'll just check my layer section to verify that I'm selecting the right thing. Alright, so now if I come down here, okay, if I come down here, now I can see that I'm selecting the right thing. So what I can do is, because I'm on prototype section, right, there is this node that shows beside anything you select when you are in your prototype mode. There is this node, this plus node that shows. So what I can do is I'm going to drag that node to the screen that I'm prototyping it to. which is going to be my shop screen. Let me just drag it here and then switch to shop later on. Let me just drag it here. So I drag it there. I said click. So when that button is clicked, navigate to services. No, services is not where I want you to navigate to. I want you to navigate to shop. So it's meant to navigate to shop, not services. So let me zoom out a bit. Let me zoom out a bit. I'm coming. So now we're navigating to services currently. So in the meantime, right, a lot of things are showing here because they are components, they are blah 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 and blah. So what I can do here is I need to move a lot of these components to a new page, which is this component page. I need to move a lot of them to this component page. So what I'll do now is I'll come down here, I'll click out from prototype first, and then I'll zoom out a bit. I'll select all these things, all these components that are on top here. I'll take them. I wanted to do it after which I'm done with the design, but I think I can't wait to do all of that. Let me just put all of them in a big shelf like so. Put them in a big shelf like so, and then call this let me give this color of maybe dark black or something, maybe this kind of color, maybe something like this, yeah, something like this, like so. Then I'm going to rename this to desktop component. Please be calm now, please be quiet, please, I beg you in the name of God. Alright, so now back to it. So I just need to cut this now, Control X to cut it. Sorry, not that. I just need to select this now, Control X to cut it, and then come to components, zoom out, and then paste it here. Control V is overshadowing that one, so I just need to move it to the side, and that's it. Then I'll come back here now, and then I'll come back to my prototype, and then I scroll back to come down to my prototype, scroll down to the bottom, select this one back, this first one, zoom in case you're not seeing anything, zoom in, select it again, and switch from these services. Now we have little things, exactly, unlike when we're having too many things. So I have a lot of things saved as organic, services organic, so I have to go rename my frame correctly. So let's check those frames out. So this is saved as services organic. This is supposed to be FAQs. Then this is supposed to be shop. So proper naming is also important. So I'll come back to what I was doing.
I can only hear your voice, no video.
You can't hear my voice? You can't hear my voice? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me
I
now?
was only hearing your voice before. I didn't see the screen, but now I'm seeing.
You can
Yes,
see
I
my
can
screen
hear
now.
you now. I was hearing you before too.
Okay,
Hello.
that's fine.
Can you? Yes, I was hearing you before, but I wasn't seeing your screen. But
Oh,
now
okay.
it's showing.
Okay, that's fine. So now, so
Yes.
we had to rename those pages to different names. Before they were all called services organic. Now we'll have FAQs as FAQs, and we'll have shop as shop. So what I'm navigating to is not services. What I'm navigating to is shop. So I just clicked on shop, and then if I zoom out, it takes me to shop directly instead of having to drag it all the way manually to shop. Now it automatically drags down to shop. So now I've just given it the instruction I want it to follow, and the instruction basically is that when this button is clicked, this page should navigate to the shop page. And now we need to animate that mode, because now if you check this out right, if I just click on it now, it's just going to do it. It's very, very swift. Sorry, no, it's not supposed to be what we do. Actually, it's not what we do but shop. I don't know what's going on there. So let's restart. Then let's click on order now. This is not the right thing. I think my prototype is not taking effect. Yeah, okay, the network is poor. It's still trying to save the changes. So let me go do for another one. while that is trying to save, let me go do for another one, which is this other now, which is this other now button. So I'll select this now. I'll click on it. When it is clicked on, navigate to where? Services, shop page, shop. So now let's go check that out too. Restart, R to restart. When I click on this, it takes me to the shop page. Can you see that? Hello, hello, can you see that?
I didn't get that.
When
Your voice is
I
faster than
I
the
know
video.
I know the network
I
went
think it's
off
the
the other time.
network
What I
sometimes.
said is when I click on this now, it takes me to the shop page. I'll click on how to restart. When I click on this now, it takes me also to the shop page. If I click on this button now, it now takes me to the shop page. R to restart. Then it takes me back to the home page. If I click on this, it takes me to the shop page. And what is really going down here is because I set this instruction to be now let's say, let me minus this. When I selected this button, I clicked on interaction, and then I said when it is clicked, on click, navigate to where? What screen? Shop screen. Do you get it now? Hello?
Yes.
Exactly. So now
Yes, but where are
automatically
you previewing?
automatically when this button is clicked, it navigates to the shop page. That's what is happening there.
Where are you confirming this?
What do you say?
Where are you doing this?
Where
Where
am I?
are you confirming this? As in this preview. This preview, where are you? Where? How did you get there?
Yeah, the preview
How did
came from the point when I clicked on this play. Initially I clicked on this play to be able to present this stuff. When I was
Okay.
trying to show you the background, the laptop, and then the background and all that, so I had to click on this.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I
Okay.
still left it on. I still left the preview on. I didn't close it. So while I'm now doing new changes, it applies. I just need to check those changes if it actually affects on them and is effective now. Is effective. All right. So now, but if you observe one thing is, as we clicked on this, right, it just navigates, you just swipe. There is no animation, there is no spice going down the hood. You just do that. It's so flat, it's so basic. The transition is just basic. So what we can do is we can add animation to it. And to do that, what you can do from here is you can just change this instance to maybe smart animate, and then you can set that to ease in and out. So and then you can set the duration of that. What happened right now? Okay, my laptop just stripped off. I'm really surprised what happened right now. So then we can do animation of about 600 milliseconds. So now when we come back here to do a preview of what we just did, if I click on it now with smart animate, you see the way it takes us to the shop page. Now there's an animation going down the hood right now. It did that with animation, unlike when it was in instance, when it was just in instance. And then if I come back here right now and then I clicked on it, it just move. You see that instance, it just switch, like you're trying to switch off a light and on and off. Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
Exactly. So I'm going to leave this one at instance, and I'm going to leave this one at smart animate, so that we can see we can explore the differences again. So I'm going to change this one to smart animate again, 600 milliseconds, and then I'm going to first of all do this instance. You just switch, and then I'm going to do this smart animate next. You see that animation, so slick, and that's it. And that's not just the only thing we can do though. So we can even do something more than that. So now from here, this button also can be wired up. So let's go wire it up then. So now I'm going to select this one first, and then what I want it to do is I want it to do a function that whenever it is clicked on again, it should navigate users to the about page. So navigate where the about page is, the about page rather. So now in this case, I don't want this one to move smart animate. I just want it to do a slide. So it's going to be a slide. It's going to be a slide in, and the direction is going to be a left direction. So more or less like the about is coming in to overshadow the no, let me do a slide out. So let me do a slide out. More or less, the about is kicking out the home page. The about is coming in and is kicking out the home page, and I want that to do in 600 milliseconds still, and I want that to be ease in and out as well, or ease in and out back. So look at what happens exactly. Now let's go check that out then. So now if I click on this now, you see what happens. The home page looks like it wants to, it goes to the back first before it goes out. Now the home page looks like it's going back before it goes out. Did you see that? Hello, Mrs. Balikis?
No,
You didn't observe it?
no, I didn't see that.
Okay, now what I'm saying is we
No.
use the animation mode of ease in and out back. So now the back there is means that the home page is supposed to leave, because we are the direction which we are pushing the animation, we are using slide out, right? And then if you look at the preview, when we say slide out, the home page, which is this B, is meant to push out the A. The A is the home page, so the B is going to push out the A. Look at the direction. The B push out A. Now when it's pushing out A, but the kind of mode, the kind of animation mode we are doing is in, out, back. So the home page looks as if it's coming to the back first, then it goes out next. So let's check that out. If I click on about now, look at the home page. It goes back to show us the purple background before it goes out through the left hand side. It shows us the blue, then goes out.
Okay.
Let me make it slow. Let me put it in 1002 so that you can see what I'm talking about.
That looks like a network. That looks like a network issue.
Let me put it in 1005. You can see it very well now. It will be glaring. Let me put it in 1005. So now when I do this again, it slows. You can see that.
Okay.
Did you see that? It slows. It goes back slowly and then goes out. It goes back slowly and then goes out. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So now that's because this word we are
Yes.
using here says ease in and out back. What if it is ease in and out that we're using? It's not going to go back. So let's check that out again. You see, it just goes. It goes. You see, it just goes, right? It just goes. It goes his way. It didn't go back and forth. It just goes his way. It goes out like that.
Yeah.
So, but when we say ease
Yeah.
in and out back, and we do that kind of direction, the direction also matters. The direction, because this direction of which I put it shows that B will be the one to push out A. So B is the about page that is coming. It's going to push away A through the left hand side. But if we say right hand side, then that means B will be coming from the right hand side and push away A through the right hand side. But in that case, I really don't like it coming. I really don't like it coming from the right hand side. Look at it, just come from the right hand side. No, that's not the way it should be. I just don't like that. That would work if we are going back to home page. So now that would work if I'm in the about page.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, you understand the flow then. That's great. So now I'm using a 1005 animation. So that's why it's a bit slower. You can see it's very slow. So I can even change it to 1002. And we can even use that 600 that we used earlier. It all depends on what we want to achieve, how fast we want it to be. You can see that swipes make sense. Everything looks so cool and nice.
Okay.
So now from the about page, right, let's now navigate back to the home page, because from the about page there's nothing. If we click on anything, nothing is navigating anywhere. Everything is just static. So now we just have to go back to the about page. Not like we're done with this home page though, but we just need, at least we've wired a few things up here, and there are some other pages that we haven't created. So there is no point doing too much magic here. So let's go see what we can do for other pages too. Now for this flow, right, the flow is called flow 1. I can change it to starting point or maybe home. So when we are here, if I want to start my flow, I can click on this flow 1 and it starts. So I might have different kinds of flow that starts my screen. So it's meant to be home, not flow 1 anymore, but it hasn't taken updates. Anyways, let's keep going. So I'll just come back to the about page, and then I will wire up this one too again, and then I will make this one, when we click on home page like so, when we click on home page, it should take us back to home page. Navigate to home page, and then the direction we should go is maybe smart animate, or maybe slide in. So what I'm doing here is I want A to slide in, but if you look at right, it is like B is the one sliding in and B is the about. So what we can do is, okay, no, B is the home, so we want B to slide in the right direction. So B should be coming from right hand side, that is home page should be coming from right hand side, slide, and then moves away, slide on top of A. So let me change that now. Let me change the time frame to maybe about 600, and then let's do the ease in and out to be ease in and out back again, and then let's come and check that out. So if I click on this home now, let me restart this first. About, it takes us to about, and then if I click on this, why is it not giving me the privilege? Okay, it hasn't taken updates. My network is still slow. Omo, you are offline, okay? Omo, wallahi, network yìí no, mo ti ẹ̀ fi sí lọ́sẹ̀ mo ti débi tí network ọ̀hún gbọ́ wa. Ó ti kú ní ṣá.